falling asleep. And I was trying my best. I was trying my best to raw dog Snezhnaya, but I didn't realize how long Act 1 was going to be. But that's safe to say that's not an issue I have with Snezhnaya. If anything, it's a plus. Snezhnaya, up until this point, has been extremely interesting, captivating, beautiful. You see new mechanics that I'm absolutely loving. Like in last stream, we saw that Aether has a rifle. We're going into the Shadow Realm, a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. We also have a train system. We have a whole world to explore, which already you have a bunch of world quests and things I'm already going to have to take care of. When we finish this Archon quest, I think we're in Act 2 right now. We have one more act after. We haven't even met the Seyorias yet, but we have met a good amount of people. We met Puro, first character of Snezhnaya, which is pretty insane. You know, the leader of the Fatui, the jester, if you will. We met the Rooster. We met Pantalone. Or Pantalone once again, I guess. This is the first time with the Rooster, but Pantalone, we haven't seen this guy since we beat Dottore a second time in Sumeru, so that's really cool that he's back and playing a pivotal role in the politics of Snezhnaya. I especially love how complex everything has been, where Arlecchino is on our side. Sandrone and Child are on our side. They kind of agree with the points we're saying. But the way that the politics are unfolding, they can't necessarily go against what the Seyorias is planning with Project Stuzia. Stuzia is like the big one where they're harvesting all of these Kremlin crystals. I'm remembering this, by the way. I'm remembering the vocabulary. That's how you know this is very, very well written and kept me captivated because I was paying attention, guys. But yeah, for the Kremlin crystal, the power source that helps you live and thrive within Snezhnaya, the Seyorias has been hoarding it, and that's causing all these domestic problems. And then there's this monster that is destroying the entire nation with sudden snowstorms. And then we have this mysterious murder plot going on right now in Act 2. So, yeah, it's like there's so much going on. I really appreciate Genshin always doing something new with each nation, both from an aesthetic perspective, from a cultural influence perspective. Like, you could tell this is very much based on Russian culture and Russian adjacent practices, like with the ballet, and you have, of course, the politics, the Seyorias, the architecture, and just the climate itself is being very reflective of that. So I love everything that's happening on right now. And let's just get straight into it because I wanna finish up this murder side plot that is unfolding. And also, I got a haircut. I got it really short. Let me know what you guys think. Do you prefer long hair or short hair? I just cut my hair short because it's summertime and I don't like hot, especially in Florida. I don't like having long hair during the hot periods, but during the winter it becomes like Snezhnaya. It's freezing, so that's the good part at least. Reliable helper. Yeah, so look at this. I'm trying not to like pure and see the entire landmass, but yeah. Let's go back to the theater and continue this murder side plot. Oh, investigate clues in the theater. Oh, do we have to go back into this swirling thing? Interesting. Return to special story mode. Okay. All right. And usually I wouldn't stream this early on a normal basis, but I wanted to wrap this up.
Valeri, come take a look at this. You too, traveler.
Some sort of notebook.
It's the on-duty logbook for the theater. Kulish was the main person to use it.
Okay.
He mostly used it to record any unusual incidents during a show, audience numbers, exit times, and so on.
I saw Kulish at the entrance before coming in.
Yes, he'd always have this logbook with him when he checked tickets at the...
This should confirm a lot of key details about the recent show. So, you find anything unusual?
Yes. The number of people. I've checked and double-checked, but the
Oh, I
numbers
thought
just
Lelik was
don't match what's
100%
recorded
someone
in the
else and not
logbook.
Odette, by the way. And so when they revealed Odette is actually Lelik, I was like, oh. I guess I was completely
We have an
wrong.
extra person among us.
Are we certain that logbook is accurate? Could someone have sneaked in without buying it?
Unlikely. Kulish took his duties very seriously. I've rarely seen any errors in his work.
All right,
Not
so we
to
have a
mention
mysterious
this was a
intruder
dress
with
rehearsal,
us.
Meaning smaller audience numbers and tighter ticket restrictions than usual. Everything would have been well...
We no longer have our tickets with us, do we? They got collected on entry. I assume there's no way we can check them again.
Unfortunately not. The theater recycles tickets. Once people are in the door, they don't tend to leave until the show ends. So we collect the tickets at the point of entry.
Too bad Kulish is dead. If he were still around, we could ask him.
Still, I'm inclined to believe that this
Oh yeah,
discrepancy in
Kulish is one of the
head
people who
count is
died.
Significant somehow.
Did an extra person just materialize out of thin air?
I mean, at this point in Genshin, it's not outside the realm of possibility, you know?
Tonya, did you find anything?
Tonya,
Not
oh
yet.
yes, Child's
Still
younger
looking.
sister.
So, are we supposed to be looking for something paranormal? I think I'd prefer teaming up with you than looking around on my own.
This looks like somebody's notebook. Shall we read it together?
All right.
You once told me I understand someday, but even now I still don't. I don't believe anyone should be forced to abandon their homeland because of a change in power. She never considered the feelings of us water imp nobles. Every inch of this land reflects memories of my childhood. If I close my eyes, I can still hear everyone's songs echoing everywhere. I will not forgive those who drove us away, and I miss you very much, Mother. I often find myself missing that dress with the tassels, the heavy bed curtains, and the first rays of sunlight that would stream into the manor each morning. But it's all right now. If I narrow my eyes just a little, the light seeping through the crack backstage feels just like one in our manor. I know the life is gone forever, and I can miss it all I want, but I also feel that I have here now is no less than what I lost. The fantastical sets designed by the prop master, the many fans who come all this way to see me, and the quiet dancing girl who doesn't talk much. These are all mine. I won't lose any of it again. Never. Absolutely never. I've joined a rather remarkable organization, though I can't tell you its name. Heh. Whatever that great figure intends to do at this time, there should always be someone looking out for the misfortunes of ordinary people. That's what our organization exists for. Even now, I still don't understand her. Why is it that those in power always seem this way? They clearly have an ability to bring greater happiness. Some say she has her own difficulties. But what could possibly trouble someone so seemingly omnipotent? Never mind. I should just focus on what I can do. I suppose you'll all hear about our organization sooner or later. Its name is never mind. I'll leave it a mystery for now.
Huh. This has to be Vodyanitsa's writing.
Maybe it's a little rude for us to peek at this. I feel like I just read someone's secret diary by accident.
Now I feel a little guilty too.
Sounds like she's writing this for her parents.
Because her water imp parents belonged to the aristocracy, who were driven out of Snezhnaya by the Tsaritsa long ago. And now they live somewhere new, where the postman can't get to.
I can explain.
We're so... It's fine. My fault for not storing it properly. I can't leave things lying around and expect them to get ignored when everyone's scouring the place for clues. All right, give me my notebook back.
Whoopsies. Wait, lower?
Ah, Traveler. Since you're here. Alosha found it. We're both curious to hear your perspective. It appears to be an investigation report. And the focus of the investigation was the rumors of haunting we heard about.
This commission is clearly not as simple as previous cases involving only folklore studies. It appears to be connected to something far more mysterious. An extinct civilization, the creations of ancient gods, or powers from beyond this world. The possibilities leave ample room for speculation. From now on, we should take this as a lesson. A simple surface does not imply that what lies beneath shares the same level of existence or nature. Ley lines themselves possess a powerful ability to either devour or guide souls. In most cases, once the soul and body of the deceased are separated, the soul is drawn directly into the ley lines, leaving no room for lingering existence. However, evidence shows that the connection between the theater area and the ley lines has been obstructed, though only partially, not completely severed. Still, this has granted certain souls unwilling to return to the ley lines an opportunity. If their resistance is strong enough, they may even linger within the theater indefinitely. In theory, however, these souls within the theater are incapable of influencing the physical world. Only under extremely rare circumstances can they produce phenomenon observable to the human eye. However, they can be considered harmless. This assessment may be conveyed in advance to the theater's management to reassure them. But for me, the investigation does not end here. Uncovering the reason why the ley lines have been obstructed is the true focus of this inquiry. After consulting multiple sources, the most reliable hypothesis at present appears to be the existence of an angel civilization and its preliminary attempts at ley line renovation. There is too little information available here. I must return home as soon as possible.
An investigation report, huh? Looks quite old. This person's name looks to be of Sumeru origin to me. Was the investigator from Sumeru?
The theater manager must have hired an investigator once specifically to look into this issue. Presumably, the manager wanted to know if the supposed haunting was dangerous, while also being fearful of word getting out in case it affected the theater's business.
Yeah.
Anyway, the bottom line is, the haunting is actually real after all. It's caused by an obstruction in the ley lines. Is there any chance this is the key to finally making...
Ley line problems are pretty unexceptional to me by this point. It's hard to imagine what connection it could have to...
Some of the language that appears at the very end of the report caught my eye. Angel civilization, ley line My area of research doesn't touch on any of that, so it's completely outside... huh? A piece of paper just fell out from the report. It landed right by your feet.
Let's see. Death is near. I just got goosebumps. It's pretty ominous no matter how you look at it.
Unnerving. It was tucked inside the report, so it must be a note left by... Death is near. Is that supposed to be what's going on here? With us? But if so, how did the author foresee it? Could he predict the future somehow? Maybe things are more complicated. No, wait a second. If we take the report and the note at face value, they completely contradict. The report definitively concludes that the hauntings in the theater are harmless and cannot affect the real world. But the note seems to be warning of potential danger. The question is, what exactly does the note mean by death?
Is it simply describing our situation? Is it referring to the victims, or could it refer to the perpetrator? Ooh.
The various ways we could interpret this keyword lead in completely different directions. Let's pause our... If we take all this together, it's not impossible, is it? If anything, it's the natural conclusion.
Oh, I beg to differ. This sounds to me like a product of a researcher's vivid imagination. And perhaps it's because I'm still viewing this through the lens of a typical murder investigation. But still, I'm struggling to be persuaded by...
Does it really sound that far-fetched? Alright, well, let's treat that as speculation for now. I do agree with what you've said, so let's go with your idea for now.
Good. Okay, now that we finally have some meaningful leads, I think it's time to reconvene. Let's get the others. So, that's about everything we've discovered so far. I'll share my theory first. Based on what we've learned from the logbook, I believe the extra person among us is most likely the killer.
Ooh.
If the killer had simply bought a ticket, it would have greatly increased the risk of their identity being exposed. I expect he or she either hid in the theater ahead of time, or found a way to slip past the ticket inspection. They then blended in with the group and waited for an opportunity to strike.
What about the note found in the investigation report? Any thoughts on how that fits?
The killer may have simply planted it there as some sort of sick joke. I've seen my fair share of psychopathic killers. They love playing cryptic mind games.
So, it has nothing to do with the haunting of the theater after all.
This theory makes sense to me. If we have an audience member unaccounted for, chances are they didn't come here to watch the show.
Could it really be that simple?
So, in other words, all we have to do is find out who got in here without a ticket, and all our problems will be solved? Then let me make one thing clear. All the theater staff should be well aware that I came here for the rehearsal legitimately, yes? There's no way I'm the one who didn't have a ticket.
It's true. I hear you used every trick in the book to get a hold of that ticket, too. Everything short of throwing a temper tantrum and rolling around on the floor at the entrance.
I most certainly did not degrade myself in such...
Probably a stupid question, but I might as well ask. Did anyone here get in without having their Guess it was naive.
Especially after the unprompted Lelic reveal. Once was already a miracle. Twice?
The most likely the extra person that entered without a ticket is... Could it be a dead person? Is the big twist that like,
We have to catch this extra.
Oh, never mind.
I don't believe any of us here knew Shram before all this. Mr. Shram, did you really go through the ticket inspection to get in here?
Huh? Me? Why am I being singled out, my friend? Do I seem that suspicious?
It's not that you stand out as suspicious. More that everyone else has been ruled out as trustworthy.
Okay. Well, we spent the best part of 2 days together now, so I'm sure you can all tell what kind of person I am. I'm a true gentleman. I never dream of doing something like sneak.
Yeah, I have no doubt that you're a good person. But the problem is, none of us here actually know you, so no one can say for sure that you are who you claim to be.
And you're also the one of the few people that's not
Although,
playable.
actually, what was it you said last night? Yeah, you're friends with that water imp, which is why you understand our primary mode of expression. Last time I checked, there were barely any of us remaining in Snezhnaya, since most of the water imps left. Could you tell me a little bit more about your friend? There's a good chance I actually know her, and I suppose it's also kind of a way for everyone else to get to know you a little better.
Good grief. Are you blushing? Pull yourself together, man. Stop giggling like a teenage boy. It's revolting.
Hey, revolting is a little strong. All right, fine. I'll admit it. That water imp friend of mine, the truth is, we're dating. I was just the bodyguard hired by her family. But the stars must have aligned, because sparks began to fly between me and their daughter.
Damn.
Never in my wildest dreams did
We don't need details.
Okay. I'm just a little hesitant to reveal her name, that's all. You know how it is. These are delicate times, even with me to protect her. If word gets out that she's dating a human, both the Fae and human factions will give her a hard...
Really? Wait, no. That can't be.
Huh? Shram, what the devil are you talking about?
What?
Why is everyone looking at me like that? Surely you can understand where I'm coming from.
Delicate times? Factions?
Oh.
Yes? You know, the Civil War? Last time I checked, the Fae and the humans were still at each other's throats.
If I'm not mistaken, the last significant civil war in Snezhnaya history was over 400 years ago, when Her Majesty the Tsaritsa had just taken the throne and was consolidating her reign.
What do you mean, 400 years ago?
What's going on here? Is Shram from the past?
All right, Mr. Mitya, you win this round. As far-fetched as it is, it appears that your theory may be correct.
I'm just as amazed as you are. I didn't even believe it myself.
Is someone going to explain what's going on here?
From the look on your face, you figured it out too, haven't you, Traveler?
Option 1. According to theater's log, seems to be extra percent the scene. A letter to wrote to her family but never sent. Clues yet to surface. Investigation report.
The theater's ley lines have been modified to block souls within its grounds from returning to them. Some souls can even wander this place forever. Mr. Shram's statement proves he is from hundreds of years ago, and according to the investigation report on the theater hauntings, Mr. Shram is very likely a lost soul wandering the theater.
A soul wandering the theater. A killer who hid in the theater. Ordinary ticket.
For some unknown reason, yeah, that must be the immediate...
Death is near. In case death refers to someone who died a long time ago.
The contents of the investigation report have been verified. There are indeed ley line issues and wandering souls in the theater. Death likely symbolizes the deceased. Mr. Shrek's death is near.
Yeah, the logic is clear now. The investigation report said that there would be souls stuck wandering around the theater because the ley lines were cut off.
Wow, that was loud. If you heard that, that's thunder.
Mr. Shram must be one such soul who died in the theater a long time ago. In which case, that also makes him our extra person. So when the note said death is near, it must have been referring to death as in the deceased. People who died along...
Someone who died.
In short, there's a dead person among us. The extra person we've been searching for is a ghost from the past.
You mean I'm a ghost? No. Don't make jokes like that, my man. There must be some mistake. But even if I was dead, I know for a fact I didn't kill anyone these past 2 nights.
Yeah, even if all that's true, the report also said the souls inside the theater can't affect reality, right? They're harmless.
Then what if the problem isn't the souls at all, but the ley lines themselves? The ley lines have a powerful ability to attract and devour souls. Let's say that the ley lines are like a black hole, constantly seeking to engulf souls. But the souls that don't want to return are trying to avoid being sucked in.
Huh. Why does this analogy sound...
What happens when the black hole can't achieve its goal? I'm only speculating here, but what if it ended up swallowing innocent souls by mistake? Or intentionally taking other souls to compensate?
That could explain why we weren't able to determine a cause of death. If you're right, and their souls were devoured by the ley lines, it does make...
It does seem to explain a lot of the things we couldn't make sense of. Does that mean it's true?
Except there's no concrete evidence. Mitya's relying on... Still, it seems like the best...
Alright, so how could Shram not know that he's dead? Seems a little unlikely that he hasn't noticed anything unusual.
On the contrary, it's perfectly normal for a soul to wander the theater for centuries without questioning their existence or reason for being there. It's simply...
You know what, Mr. Brainiac? I think you might actually... I'm trying to remember and... Ugh. Even though my head feels like it's going to explode, I think... it's all coming back to me. I was the one who didn't want to remember my own death. So I forced myself to forget.
Well, I'm sure those are painful memories.
My lady and I snuck out to go on a date one day. We bought tickets for the theater. It wasn't really my thing, but I was just happy to be together. All of a sudden, a group of people burst into the theater, shouting for all the water imps to get out.
Oh,
Performers and audience members included.
this is where they both died,
It was clear
wasn't
the
it?
conflict between humans and Fae had reached a boiling point. This time, the extremists were even coming after the water imps who had nothing to do with the war. I thought I could pull one over on them. So I took off my jacket, draped it over my lady, and tried to sneak out amid the chaos. But I got caught. They started shouting, calling me a traitor to humanity. But I was going to do whatever it took to buy our chance to escape. No matter how many people stood in my way. I had to. Both as their bodyguard and out of love.
It's all right, friend. You can stop there if you want.
It's just... Even now, I'm still struggling to accept the truth. If I'd known I was a dead man walking, I wouldn't have dragged you down with me.
But
No. I refuse to be a burden. I guess it's high time I got a breath of fresh air.
Mr. Shram, I'm sure we can figure out a different course.
My good sir, we both know I'm not supposed to be here. I should have accepted my death long ago. One way or another, this has to end. Unless you're...
No, I'm speaking.
Let it go, man. Oh, wait. One last thing. Miss Water Imp.
Lytia?
My lover. Her name was Lytia. Lytia Ozarova.
Ozarova. Oh, Auntie Ozarova. That's what we all called her. I remember her as a very kind elder. She had a bunch of kids.
I'm so glad she survived. And she had lots of kids? As long as she went on to be happy. That's all that matters. Besides, I'm dead. My soul has been wandering around here for so long because I was worried about her. There's no need to see me off, my friends. I've enjoyed...
And right when he steps away, the storm
Take
comes out.
care, my man.
I knew Mr. Shram was already dead.
Death is cruel.
So, was the conflict between Fae and humans really that bad back then? I was only... Even the historical records, all people know is that the Tsaritsa founded the Fatui, drove out most of the Fae aristocracy without explanation, then used her terrifying power to suppress...
It seems to me like the Tsaritsa chose to make herself the enemy. She downplayed the conflict, directing whatever animosity both sides had. That's also why, despite how brutal the conflict was at the time, there hasn't been much lingering tension between humans.
So, the Tsaritsa banished the Fae to protect the Fae living in the city?
Maybe it's not quite as bad as it sounds.
Okay,
I
again,
don't
this
think
is
Her
where I
Majesty
love
is
the
too concerned
complexity.
if mortals hate her or not. And besides, there are very few who truly do.
She made herself the enemy to fix everything.
All this time?
Or
I
not
had
fix
no
everything, but to
idea.
resolve everything in a peaceful manner.
All right. If Mitia's theory is correct,
Ugh, if only this blasted...
And let's check the door. So that
Looks
solves
now
two
we can
mysteries,
just
but what
rest
about the
until
third?
snowstorm stops. I still can't believe Shram turned out to be a ghost who'd been in the...
Knock, knock.
Huh?
Knock, knock.
Knock, knock? Who's
you know
there?
the door isn't closed, right?
Think of it as a signal then. When I'm entering someone else's room and I knock, I'm here as Odette. If
Please
I
come
do
in, Miss
things,
Odette.
So, why did you come to...
Vodyanitsa said you knew about my secret, but when everyone was discussing who Lelik could be, you were worried that revealing what you knew would be unfair to me, so you kept it to yourself.
So that's what you wanted to talk
Yes.
about?
I'm extremely grateful.
It's nothing. I mean, you didn't hold what happened with Senora against me, so... I should thank you for...
Actually, there's something else as well. I found myself in a situation similar to the one you were in when you helped so I thought I'd come and ask you for
I'm honored.
It's about Mitya. Before all of this, the last time I saw him, he was dead.
What?
As I'm sure you know, my goal as Lelik was to stop Project Stuja. Well, when I found out the tech lead for the experiment behind Project Stuja was Mitya, I immediately started planning to track him down and threaten him to back out. I often saw him around the theater, but I soon concluded that making my move there would risk exposing so I decided to infiltrate the Armory Palace and go directly to his lab. That way, the threat would be much more effective.
If you manage to infiltrate, you do have what it takes to be a
Well,
harbinger.
I suppose there was a bit of luck involved, but I am a Fatus, so I already had some familiarity. But when I finally made it to his lab, Mitya seemed to be dead.
How did you know?
I checked his breathing and his pulse. I thought maybe another anti-Project Stuja activist had beaten me to it, and chosen a much more brutal...
That's why you were so on guard around Mitya that first night here.
Yes. When I saw him sitting in the audience during the performance, I could barely contain the shock.
How's
To
this guy
me,
walking?
it was a
He's dead.
miracle. Somehow, he'd come back from the dead. But then, the murder started happening, that is, until Mitya himself said there must...
And yet, you thought that bringing it up right away would single Mitya out. Just like...
Exactly. Besides, we soon figured out that Mr. Shram was a ghost. And we knew...
But now, it seems like there's another candidate. I understand why you kept it to yourself. There was so much information being thrown.
So, what...
Let me confirm one thing first.
Around a week ago.
A week ago? That's earlier than I thought. I saw him just a few days ago at a restaurant. He seemed completely normal to me.
So he was definitely alive on...
Here's a thought. The reason we even suspected a dead person could be among us was because of the problem with the theater's ley lines.
Yeah, it could have been his soul
But
was
Mitya's
like
death happened
removed.
inside the Armory Palace. The ley lines affecting the theater.
You're right.
I think the chances of it being him are very low. Sure.
Unless what?
Unless he really did come back from the dead.
Huh, what's this? A private meet and greet? Where do I line up?
That's not what...
Well, I was just making the rounds. Thought I'd try to lighten the mood a bit.
Okay, so there's another mystery going on. Let's see. Outside snowstorm.
What is going on with this storm? Could it...
I almost hope it is. Her Majesty the Tsaritsa left to vanquish that beast herself. We just need to wait for her triumphant return.
Do you think...
His arm is
people
like reminding
still
me of
feel the
Edward
cold after
Elric's
they die?
arm, by the way. I just like...
Are you okay?
Look who's Mr. Nice Guy all of a...
Yeah, without Tonya, who knows how badly he would have been hurt.
I told you already, I never...
Little girl? I was rather surprised when you spoke up for me this morning. I didn't think I had many admirers here, so, thank you.
Oh, no need to thank me. I said some bad stuff about you.
I've been, too embarrassed to admit it, but, you remind me a lot. So kind to everyone, but never lets her old man off the hook. Unless my wife and I are having a fight, then, especially when she was little. All right, easy now. Are you taking it?
Yeah. I'll be fine once I see my brother. He's...
I see.
We should probably discuss arrangements for tonight, now that the deceased has left our midst. However, out of an abundance of...
Shouldn't we take shifts?
No need. I managed to get a nap in earlier, so I have plenty of energy right now.
What a long day. This whole situation turned out to be... But Valeri's right. I should...
Uh-oh. I thought we resolved this.
He's awake. He's awake! Get over here, you big lo-
If you must call me something, call me Mr. Door. The Black Mist is coming. You need to go.
Black
Are you
Mist?
all right? Can you walk? We just got attacked by monsters on our way up. He just seemed to come out of nowhere. Not much of a talker, but when it comes to... Curses! The Black Mist... Mr. Door, I don't believe I've ever
We
seen
can play
you around here
Valeri.
before.
Oh, kinda.
There's no need to try to get to know me. I'm just Mr. Door. I have to find the door that belongs to me.
Mr. Door, looking for trouble! Get rid of them!
I can just push these ones off.
Oh, well, anyway, we're lucky to have you here. Thanks for saving us earlier.
No need to thank me. This is where my duty lies.
Oh, so we can't go into the open doors. Darn.
So we're doing this the hard way.
Who are these enemies?
Remarkable work, Mr. Door. Oh, if I had your muscles, I'd do the same. Are none of these doors the one you're looking for?
No.
Oh, ice coffin.
Come here closer.
I'm so exhausted. Wait, look! There's more monsters down there. Are they coming from within the Black Mist? No, no! They're gaining on us! Mr. Door, what are you doing?
Found it. This is my door.
What?
I am a door. This is where my duty lies.
No! You saved us! We can't...
You must keep going. A door can only keep things out for so long.
But... Oh, you're right. The Black Mist isn't moving anymore. I didn't just... Surely I wasn't so scared out of my mind that I... Oh, okay, good. Getting sleepy?
What time is it? Is it more? I guess everyone's still asleep? These past 2 days have been exhausting. Valeri?
Uh-oh. Valeri?
Wake up. Everyone needs...
No! Not Valeri.
Just like the last 2 nights. No clear... I've been a real thorn, but for me, life will be all the duller for not having...
How's Tonya?
I just checked on her, and it doesn't seem like anything serious.
That means Valeri was the only one who died last.
If Furry was awake and keeping watch, it would have been impossible to kill him without waking up.
This is so frustrating. Why has...
Actually, one thing has changed. There's only one...
There's only one victim. Last time I said too. That's because Valeri died twice in a single night. Number of victims of each night's correspondence.
After the deceased Shram left, it's a reasonable conclusion. The number of people who die each night is equivalent to the number of...
Exactly. We identified Mr. Schramm, and the night after he left, the death toll dropped from 2. By that logic, there must...
Another one?
It's Among Us,
But
guys.
there was only...
Having an extra person was definitely a cause for alarm. But being one person short isn't nearly as unusual. Someone could have left in the middle of the show.
One more dead person among us. If Mitya's theory is right, then what it's just, at the time... If only...
I'm sorry. This is my fault.
I'm partly to blame as well. I was too quick to...
What is this about?
Sounds like there's some big news you've been...
Yeah.
Wow,
Odette and I talked about it yesterday, but we thought it just wasn't...
yeah, I don't blame you. If I'd been there, I probably would have reached the same... Let me just try and verify this. But I honestly have no recollection of dying.
Having seen Mr. Mitya a few days ago myself...
Well, if it isn't Mitya...
If you don't mind me asking, Traveler, I believe you mentioned that you know Tonya's brother. Had you ever met her before?
No, never. Wait,
Now, just 1 minute. I know where this is going. You're in the hot seat, and all...
Trying to pick a fight, Mr. Chuganov? Whenever you open your mouth, all you do is attack people.
You!
did Mitya ask about Tonya? I suppose I only identified her by age.
I'm just saying, I can vouch for her if nothing else. I've seen her before. She's...
Oh, really?
Since being here, I don't think I ever mentioned she was Child's sister specifically. Does Chuganov...
If Chuganov can vouch for her, then it can't be Tonya either.
Wait, is Tonya the dead person?
Miss Odette, could you go over that afternoon with me one more time? When you found me dead?
No problem.
Huh. No matter how hard I try, I just can't remember anything about dying. Miss Vojanitsa, during our last meal together, I told you how some of the researchers were suffering from temporary memory loss.
Oh, yeah. You said...
Right. And even though I don't remember dying that day, some of my memories from that afternoon...
Are you suggesting you're missing?
Of course. How am I only just realizing this? Humans aren't necessarily aware of their own death.
You mean being silently assassinated?
The researcher's amnesia. Suddenly it all makes sense. I must thank you, Odette. I think your perspective just helped me reach a breakthrough on a series of
Dang,
issues
are they
that have been
both gonna
troubling me
go
for
out?
quite some time. All right.
Oh, leave! Hey, wait!
Come on, kid. Aren't you gonna fight for your life?
I have other reasons beyond what's been discussed. In fact, I remember during Miss Odette's performance, while I was sitting in the audience stalls, a brilliant new idea for my research popped into my mind. But then, my train of thought suddenly cut off. I can't remember it now at all, and I didn't take any notes. I guess that must be...
No. Hold on. I see where you're going. There's a glaringly obvious flaw in that
I believe Miss Odette's account. During the period where my memory is blank, I must have been either dead or in a similar state. All it would take is for the same thing to happen in the theater, and I would come under the effect of the ley lines in this vicinity. This increases the likelihood of me being the deceased. There's no evidence to suggest that anyone other than me is a candidate for the deceased. Please relax, everyone. I don't think things are as bad as they may seem. If I really am the deceased, then to leave the... If, on the other hand, I'm still alive right now, well, apparently you've all witnessed my resurrection recently anyway. Who's to...
Mitya's right. This is the only thing we can try right now. I think he's deliberately downplaying...
What is a scientist if not someone who gambles on experiment with this snowstorm, the ley line phenomenon, ghosts of the dead, and my amnesia? But if I do get resurrected, you can be sure that I'll come back with the truth of all this. Just you wait.
It'd be crazy if you just walked back in.
Poor Mr. Mitya.
Maybe it's a good thing that you...
I hate...
Maybe it's the realization that Come to think of it, the main reason you could take it a step further. If I make it out of here,
Without regret, I feel like a strange.
Are you okay?
if something's bugging you, let's talk about it. There's only a few of us left here now.
I have a travel companion named Paimon.
You're worried about her, aren't
To be honest, I used to feel like I was just a spectator in this world, watching everything that happens from the sidelines. Maybe it's because I'm a descender. But with Paimon by my side, over time, I slowly felt my connection to this world grow. She loves eating, sleeping, and having fun, but she's also a great guide. It's her authenticity that makes over the last few days that we've been apart, I've often caught myself wondering. But by the time I snap out of it, the conversation has already moved on. I'm trying to overcome this sense of detachment, but
I don't know if this will make you feel any better, but back when the water imps left Snezhnaya in droves, I could be surrounded by people all Later on, I started to think, maybe accepting the fact that all we can do is cherish. So, once we get out of here, you better hurry back to our side as fast as you.
Thank you.
But Vodyanitsa...
That's just the choice I made. Like I said before, singing is a water imp's primary. Our songs have echoed through this theater for hundreds of years. Each one a story pieced, but does a story exist without someone to read it? So I made the choice to stay. That way, there would still be someone left to sing these songs and listen to their story.
Could you teach me how to understand your people's songs sometime?
Okay.
I've never heard that one before.
Color me impressed. Most people can only tell of us. I've actually never performed this song in the theater. It means something like, may those we have lost watch over us, and follow this song back home in the night. So
it's kind of like a requiem?
No wonder I could hear that sense of longing.
It's getting late, Tonya, and you're...
Okay.
Of course.
I feel like someone else is gonna die. Cause like it's like rapping now, but I feel like I don't know. I don't think it was Mitya was the deceased. I think it's her, and she's gonna realize something now.
Once I get out of here, but I guess that means I'll never get to hear Vodya before I fall asleep.
I knew it! And it's gonna be the other guy. The other guy's gonna be the one that's gonna get pulled in.
Where? It's so dark in here. Huh? What was that?
Return, O spirits. Fulfill your oath of protection. No time for questions. Quick! Alright, we're safe. The spirit just now is called Night Prayer. The light subdues her, but she'll attack.
Is she a
without
ghost?
second- sort of. I know it's hard, but you can't let this place go dark, or she'll kill you again.
Did I really just
Yeah.
die?
Luckily, I was here to resurrect you. Otherwise...
A bit more than a bummer.
Sure I do. I specialize in soul recall.
Thanks.
Alright, there's no time to waste.
Oh, so she could have just
We need to
revived
reach the next
everyone
switch
else.
Before the place gets too dark. If we bring the light back, Night Prayer won't be able to get to us. Sweet, sweet light! It's back! Shh! It's Night
Go, 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 go.
The next switch is over there.
Go, go, go. Through the drain. What the?
No, Nightbringer is here too. This can't be the only path.
Oh, I just
I won't let
immediately
you die
died.
like this. Not on my watch.
Let's go around.
The switch is just up ahead. Hurry! It's too dark. We're Traveler! I won't let you die like this.
Even though it's not permanent, dying is definitely...
Great.
Yeah.
Time for you to get out of here.
What about you?
I can't. I've already been used up.
Used up? What does that mean?
The Guardian Spirit skills are finite. I might not look any different, but I can go no further.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Because it wouldn't have changed anything.
But...
Go. Now.
Oh, now she's dying? They're all dying.
Oh, do you need some?
Well, I guess there's no need.
This wasn't supposed to happen.
Take a long, hard look at yourself before I suspected you on day one, Lelic, and you, little hunter, ever so content with staying on the sidelines. Yet you were the one who stopped us from leaving from the start.
Now you're just lashing out indiscriminately. Where was all this passion and bravado before?
Is that a threat? Fine, bring it on. You think I'm afraid to die after all this?
After all the trauma of the past, Valeria and Metia aren't here anymore. But first, I need to think this through.
I think it's her.
Of those who remain, the only person we've never met, people are easily misled by first impressions. Now that I think about it, but Mr. Chuganov vowed... Tonya, how's Tuserbent? Your brother Ajax must have mentioned me in his letters home,
Oh,
right?
that's really
Did he
smart.
say anything about a blonde traveler?
No. And my brother's name is Razik, not Ajax.
Razik?
Chuganov. Looks like it's your turn to do some explaining.
I knew you were behind this. Everything about you is fake. Down to that night when I infiltrated your place as Lelic. I noticed you were, but thinking back on it now.
Even that was a lie?
Curses. Oh, why is there no end to this?
I think I remember now. I know how I
Oh,
ended
so
up
she's
here.
not child sister.
It feels like a distant memory. But the reason I'm always coughing is because I got sick with frostbite. It's not a very common illness. It's partly genetic and partly caused by the cold climate, but it can be fatal. They sent me to the hospital as soon as they found out I had it. And I spent so after a while, I felt myself growing weaker. So one day,
I told my brother that I wanted him to take me outside for once, so things could be like they used to, just for one day. He agreed. We got to the theater, bought tickets, and went inside.
Oh,
When I woke up, I couldn't, but there's no way he'd leave me behind. So I decided to stay here and wait for him. Tonya, it sounds... Yeah, I know. I understand now. Dead, aren't I? After all of that, it turns out I can't I'm sorry, everyone.
Your name probably isn't even Tonya, is it? Didn't that ever strike?
Well, when I was little, my brother and I read when we escaped from the hospital. So when you first approached me and said I thought he must have chosen a fake name that only the two of us would know. Because he was afraid of getting caught. At least your memory of death isn't painful.
So who is Child Sister?
Talk to us.
You're right. And yes, the truth of the matter is, I lost them. My daughter's name was Iskra. And before you ask, yes, she also died from the snow cough. After Iskra passed, one day when I came home from work and saw I soon discovered that this was the only thing that made...
Nothing more than a pathetic means of escapism. So explain your false...
The night before last, when I was chatting with Tonya, she mentioned that her brother, combined with her various symptoms, the snow cough used to be an incurable illness. I would pick frost fairy flower leaves to brew medicine for Iskra, but the year after my daughter passed away, the jester of the Fatui announced that a cure for frost blight.
Oh.
It turned out that all previous treatments were completely ineffective. No better than random concoctions. That was the final straw for me. So, more than anyone, I know poor Miss Tonya, therefore, had to...
So, you projected your daughter on...
Even though you knew that protecting could get you
That
killed.
doesn't make any sense.
I just... How can you just declare a living person dead and Nitia's gone? My good buddy Shram's gone. And now it's Tonya's turn, isn't it? The others I can make my peace with. But little Miss Tonya, here she is, standing. I just want her to live. Once this snowstorm is over, I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you... Not again! Not this time!
Mr. Chuganov, stop. By the sounds of it, I really liked Mr. Valeri. I'm not happy about that.
No! Listen to me. I want to...
Well, at this point, I'm quite sure that I'm dead. I don't need to be saved. Despite all the bad things that kept happening since the day I escaped that hospital, and I'm very fond of you all. If it were only possible, I'd trade my soul to bring back the ones who died. And that's why I'm not fond of you at all, Mr. Chuganov.
Oh, damn.
It's them that you owe an apology. Well then, I suppose this is...
You're leaving already? It's...
No. My name is Patashka.
Patashka.
It feels strange that we're only being
Tashka?
What are you doing, Chuganov? Are you crazy?
Let me leave.
in your dreams. Don't think you're... The Fatui have honed quite an array of enhanced interrogation techniques since they were founded. Once... I think we should leave. I doubt this snowstorm is ever going to stop. For all we know...
I'm starting to feel the same way.
Wait, we finally solved the mystery of the hunt.
Fair enough.
And yet you won't let me die?
Hey, Chuganov, on a serious note, if we do make it out of here, you should
Is this really the time to be discussing? All right, fine.
Knock?
Am I hearing things? There it is again. But I don't understand. The snowstorm hasn't stopped, has it?
Or maybe it's the rescue team that
Should we
Valeri
open the door?
mentioned.
Is this it? If the last few days are anything to go by, whatever lies beyond that door at this moment.
What is behind that door? That's so... Who? Okay, what do we think is behind that door? Or who is behind this door? Oh, Mitya!
Hey everyone, I'm back.
How are you doing? Feel...
Much better, thanks. Whew. Let me see. Tonya and Vodyanitsa are missing. Vodyanitsa died last night. And then...
Not Tonya.
First, tell us how you made it back here.
You're right. The thing that got me back safely was... a song. I heard someone singing. After walking into the snowstorm, my mind grew hazy. I don't know how long I walked through the storm before my mind completely slipped away. Then, suddenly, I heard the sound of singing. The voice instantly brought me back to my senses, and I regained consciousness. So I followed the voice, searching for the source of the singing. I searched and searched, until finally, just a few moments ago.
The singing.
I've actually never performed this song in the theater before, because it has more... It means something like, may those we have lost watch over...
That must have been Vodyanitsa's Requiem.
That song is meant to guide the souls of the dead. Mitya.
Huh. No kidding. When I first stepped out of the theater, I was still quite... I remember the outside world being completely different than what I'd expected. It was like... this was a world where only the snowstorm existed. There wasn't a trace of any humans or buildings ever having been there.
What?
I don't know how else to describe it, except to say... And as for the Requiem, if I was guided here by Vodyanitsa's song, it can only mean that I must already be dead. And this is my soul. But I didn't experience a clear moment of death while I was out there.
You don't seem any different to me either. In fact, both Shram and Patoshka were clearly deceased, and yet their souls...
This raises a truly terrible
Everyone in the theater has been dead all along. We're all inside a dream. Mitya has come back to life once again. We can leave this place now. I feel like they already did the dream stuff with Sumeru, right? So I think everyone in the theater has been dead all along.
Mitya's soul was, of course. If even the long deceased, then maybe we've all been dead.
Whoa.
Yes.
What did you say?
You heard me. We died in the theater. All of us did. But due to an obstruction in the theater's ley lines, our souls are trapped here. While an endless, infinite It's ironic, really. All that time, we were working so hard to figure out who the deceased among us were, when the truth was, we were all deceased. The only difference being Do you remember that note, "Death is near"? Death was nearer than we wanted to think all along. The note simply meant that all of us were all...
So all our attempts to survive are...
Hard to say. At the very least, we helped 2 lost souls find clarity. The presence of those 2 is probably what caused our souls to be drawn in by the ley lines. In which case, the deaths we've awoken to over the past few days were just soul...
If what you're saying is true... Huh, no wonder. This afternoon, when I was moving Vodyanitsa's body, I noticed that the other bodies in the room hadn't...
That's further proof that those aren't physical bodies at all.
Am I? Really? No. That's impossible.
I still find it hard to believe that all of us are dead. How exactly did we die in the real...
Not even knowing...
Exactly. It's hard to rest in peace when you don't even know how you died. I racked my brains trying to remember the cause of my death, the exact moment I died, the root of all of this. Wait. Hold on. Right before I lost consciousness, I think I saw something.
What was it?
I can't remember.
Mitya, your hand. Is that blood on your fingers?
Huh? You're right. There's blood on the fingertips of my right hand. Looks like it's already dried. When did that happen? What the? I guess this was what I saw. I must have desperately drawn it in my own blood right before losing consciousness.
Do we know what this means, chat?
What's wrong?
I feel like we know
Do
what
you
that
recognize
means.
the symbol?
It's Renova, the ruler of death. Huh? Alosha, do you still remember that Snezhnayan folktale you told me? It was about the Grim Reaper. When someone's about to die, he appears as an incarnation of someone familiar to guide their and as soon as you recognize his face, your life is...
I heard a similar tale when I was little. You think the Grim Reaper in this story refers to the ruler of death you mentioned?
That's right. In which case, death is near could also mean that the Grim Reaper is here disguised in a
Death. When I first saw this note, I thought it contradicted the investigation report. But now it seems like that was the whole...
So the Grim Reaper deliberately misled us. Then, we started suspecting each other and searched for the deceased.
By that logic, the one person most like...
The last candidate.
Identifying the Grim Reaper...
Oh, what? The person most likely to be the Grim Reaper incarnate. Is it Odette?
Identifying the Grim...
Okay. How about us?
Identifying the Grim...
Ah, then it's definitely him, Alosha.
No doubt about it. Looking back at how everyone has acted over the past few days, Alosha is most likely the Grim Reaper lurking among us.
So it's not the real Alosha, I'm assuming.
Is it you, Alosha? You were the first to discover the investigation report.
So? Surely you can't suspect me, but what if someone else found the investigation report first? Slip the note inside.
There's no denying it. The note could easily have been slipped in much earlier.
That's not all. I've also noticed that although on the surface, Valeri, Mitya, and sometimes I were the ones taking charge of looking back now, even though you didn't say much, you were always subtly guiding everyone from the sideline.
What do you mean?
You were the one who emphasized how dangerous it was outside and insisted we all stay here. It was also you who suggested that we all sleep in the same place, and earlier today, you tried to convince Patashka to stay. I don't understand why, but it was out of character.
So, you didn't understand my intentions, and now you're assuming the worst. Seems pretty unreal.
He still won't admit it. Fine.
The biggest question I have right now is, if the Grim Reaper is impersonating Alosha, then where's the real Alosha? When did they switch?
After the performance when investigating the snowstorm, first night we spent in the theater, when we discovered the investigation when Mitya returned from the snowstorm. So it has to be pretty early on. I think it's after.
That's right. This was the moment right at the start. Before any victims had even emerged, Alosha... When all this began, right after the performance ended and the snowstorm began to pick up.
Oh shit.
No one suspected
Oh
anything
shit.
unusual. It wasn't until we discovered the bodies the morning after that we realized something out of the ordinary was going on. But it's clear now that the oddities actually started earlier than that, when Dimov walked into the snowstorm and never came back.
Right. So Mr. Dimov was the first victim, not Sobolova
And if we pinpoint that moment as the beginning of this incident, then one thing becomes clear. Alosha, you are the only person who walked into the snowstorm and came back without the help of Vodyanitsa's Requiem.
More precisely, Alosha never came back at all. The one who came back was the Grim Reaper.
Not bad.
Oh!
Since you've backed me into a corner, I suppose there's no point in keeping up the act anymore.
Alosha?
You're the Grim Reaper?
I am no such tired cliché. Mortals should address me as the ruler of death.
Renova.
Before being wiped out for good, You identified two deceased, and even sent my sentence. A commendable achievement. Far beyond what I expected.
I heard you can ferry souls. Those deaths each night. Were they your doing?
Your initial conclusion was correct. Due to the existence of the two deceased, the ley lines yearned to reclaim those long-lost souls. Every night, they devoured an equal number of souls to fill the void. This required no intervention from me. Though, of course, ferrying souls is indeed my authority. Here, take a look.
Whoa.
What are you doing?
That takes care of today's two. Don't get so worked up. You are already dead, and your souls must return to the ley lines.
I know we're already dead. You murdered us, didn't you?
Let's square up! Square up!
No. Murder is when mortals usurp my authority. Death is my jurisdiction. If I require someone to die, I need not resort to such laborious methods as murder. You simply met the criteria to trigger my curse of death.
I know about the curse of immortality. So there's another death-related curse too? You cursed us? When?
So often, humans pray to me, begging to know when their death will come, and what form it will take. But few people ask why. If you must have an answer, know that death comes simply because one's time has come.
So you're not gonna tell us the truth?
Hold your tongue. By all rights, you shouldn't even be allowed to speak with me. Those angels from the past are to blame for the reckless renovation of the ley lines here. It's made my work on this occasion infuriatingly complicated.
Work? So trapping us here, making us watch our friends die, that's just another day at work for you?
You clearly have a lot of questions. Fine. As a reward for your remarkable accomplishments over the past few days, I shall answer a few of your inquiries. After the physical body dies, the soul must return to the ley lines for that person's death. My work encompasses the entire process of death, including, naturally, the guiding of souls into the ley lines, with which you are now so familiar. You must also be rather familiar with Natlan's Night Kingdom, I presume? It was I who supported the creation of the Night Kingdom. It provided a convenient means of guiding the souls of Natlan. Here, too, the ley lines connected to the theater underwent some modifications. The angels hoped to make them capable of accommodating the souls of some special creation. But this actually hindered their ability to accept ordinary souls to some degree. This effect manifested itself after you died from the curse in the theater, leaving you stranded in the afterlife, unable to achieve a complete death. But if souls who die from the curse of death fail to return to the ley lines within a short window of time, they will miss their chance for good. Then, they will remain forever suspended between life and death, no longer subject to the authorities of either.
So if you don't resolve this matter soon, and see all our souls return to the ley lines before long, we'll escape your control.
Mitya's sharp. This must be what Renova was worried might happen.
Oh.
The reason she got involved to begin with. But if you have the authority to guide souls, why didn't you just show yourself and get it over with? Why hide among us in the—
You seek to understand the mind of a god. Very well. I'll tell you, this is a theater, and I decided I wanted to watch a show about death. That's why I encouraged you to take the event. I found myself getting quite immersed. I suppose the entertainment you provided makes up for all the trouble you've caused me by being so defiant in the face of death. There.
Can't say I am.
Really? But it fits the stereotypes you humans have about—
Just moments ago, you were complaining about how infuriatingly complicated your work here. Work is work, I get it. There are times when it's a huge pain, but you just have to get it done.
That's a rather unique perspective for a human. You are in fact correct. There is a pain point in this. Due to the obstruction in the theater's ley lines, there is a hard limit on the number of souls they can receive each day, making it impossible. Revealing my identity too soon would inevitably have led to futile resistance. and there was a risk that any souls who chose. Then there was the issue of the 2 lost souls you called the deceased. The way you resolved that.
That's what I don't understand. If all of us were souls of the dead, what made their presence among us
For centuries, they have refused to return to the ley lines, exploiting the issues created by the angel civilization to resist being drawn in. Centuries of obsession accumulated during this process. You may think of this obsession as the resentment of the dead, and in this quantity, it was a bomb that could have detonated at any moment. It reached the point where I could not afford to leave it unchecked. But the only way to fix it was to help them acknowledge their own deaths, make peace with their regrets, and willingly walk into the snowstorm. Only then, with my guidance, could they finally return to the ley lines. Otherwise, you would not like to know what the consequences would have been.
I vaguely remember seeing Batashka, but in the most terrifying form. Was that in a dream? Is that what would have become of her if she hadn't—
I see your dreams brought you many revelations. So you see, death in fact grants wisdom to mortals. Souls connect to all things in the world and see the chain of cause and effect between them. It's nothing unusual. Anyway, giving psychological counseling to that is more of an angel's role. It was something I could not resolve directly using my authority, so I decided it was easier to leave the bomb defusal. Meanwhile, of course, their presence caused the souls of other members of your party to return to the ley lines each night. From where I stand, that was killing 2 birds with one. As both issues slowly resolved one another without me having to lift a finger, all I had to do was stay close by and keep the situation under control. Then use my authority to wrap the— And, of course, while I was at it, I thoroughly enjoyed watching this drama, dealing with death from a mortal perspective, play out on the stage.
Sounds like you had it all figured out, Grim Reaper. I just did the math. You said there's a hard limit to the number of souls the ley lines here can receive each day. It's 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
That much is obvious, even to a fool.
It's time to review this whole affair. If the ley lines can only take—
It's like each day deceased in order. Oh God.
Looking back now, none of us had the faintest idea at the time. From the moment that staff member named Demoff walked into the snowstorm, the incident had already begun.
So it was...
No. Let me...
Wait, a selected character is not deceased yet?
No. Let...
Who is not dead yet? Alosha?
Alosha was the second to walk into this during this process.
Day
During
2.
our first night in the theater, everyone was caught up in the novelty of it all. No one could have expected there would be victims the very next morning. Despite all the confusion, and with the help of hindsight, we finally began to realize that something was amiss with the snowstorm.
So it was her and him.
The ley lines devoured Torgal. Odette and I spoke a lot that night. 3 people were on watch, but in the morning, we discovered that someone had fallen victim all the same.
Day 3, it was the 2 theater, Kulish and Rampana.
The deaths of cool, unexplainable phenomena.
Well, death is near. That's actually kind of like... They weren't
Later,
wrong.
we
Renova was
discovered that
there.
There seemed to be an extra person among us, and subsequently discovered the existence of the deceased.
Shram.
Mr. Schramm.
Shram, and then it was Valeri.
He thought it was all over. A lot happened today. The fact that there was more than one deceased seemed to bring us back to square one. Odette revealed some information she had been keeping to herself. Although Mitya did indeed walk the void in the ley line, Vodyanitsa was As it happened, the girl I thought would come to think of it, and Renova, looking back, no one could have expected anyone who walked into the snowstorm to return. But just after nightfall, Mitya returned, bringing crucial information with him. Various truths began to surface, including that all of us were already dead, and that the ruler of death was here among us. Then, after revealing her true form, Renova callously claimed 2 souls.
Which was him and Odette.
In fact, everyone was already dead by the time we took the photo. Now, that covers everything.
Your work isn't finished here yet, is it?
The water imp's song threw things off a little. The ley lines have already anchored your soul, and the first ray of light tomorrow morning will take you back.
So the reunion in the night that Vodyanitsa mentioned, I suppose that was never meant to be a permanent reunion.
That just leaves you, traveler. My power only allows me to temporarily separate your soul from your body.
Oh!
The ley lines of Tevat would not accept, and your soul is firmly anchored to your body by your will. For a descender like you, who is not bound
Yeah,
by
we earned the
Tevat's
exception.
rules, your death can only be brought through the most violent of means, such as directly destroying either your body or soul.
But you haven't done that yet, have you?
I have no interest in involving myself with Descenders. For now. Although, this may change if Asmodee remains missing. Or you insist on interfering with our
Asmodee.
affairs.
One last question then. All our struggles and sacrifices here, they were meaningless from the very beginning, weren't they?
Death abides no reason. Besides, what you call sacrifice is merely a concept created by humanity. To me, it is nothing more than a self-indulgent charade in the face of death. Mere mortals fantasizing that their actions could reclaim something from my grasp. A truly laughable idea.
Oh!
Grim Reaper, you really know how to get on my nerves.
I'm not here to ingratiate myself with you. I kill merely because your deaths are necessary.
Oh, you've made that quite clear. But humans don't take well to being scorned. Not
Oh, we're
even by
gonna
the
fight?
gods.
Mitya's getting lots of good treatment here. Squaring off against Renova. Sick.
This is futile. You must know that you are powerless against me in my own domain. I suggest that you save your strength.
For what? Maybe we can't change it. But if nothing else, we can at least teach you to have some respect for the dead.
Audacious.
Yes, we're using more than one element! Nice. We're alive? How? Is it because we beat her form?
How are you holding up, Odette?
What happened to me?
How much do you...
What do you mean?
Has Odette already... Mitya?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't you remember anything?
Yeah, I remember now, comrade. Looks like we guessed right. Just like me when Odette found me at the Armory Palace. For some reason, everyone killed by the ruler of death eventually came back to life, just with one catch. They forgot what happened while they were dead.
Odette and the others have already forgotten everything. Why were you able to remember?
Could this be the reason? You said this is the ruler of death's symbol, right?
I don't...
You don't? Huh. Okay. Does that mean I carved this symbol into my soul? What an unsettling thought. Still, at least I get to remember what happened. I suppose... What about you, though? The ruler of death mentioned...
A full explanation would get complicated very quickly. But that's
fair.
essentially it.
Well then, now that it's all over, the first thing I notice is that everything here is precisely as we left it, right before our deaths. This confirms that time passes differently in the after...
They say that right before death...
That must be how you know you have one foot in the afterlife by that point. Anyway, clearly the few days we spend in the afterlife... This also aligns with previous reports of widespread temporary memory loss among the Armory Palace personnel. Now it seems likely that those were all brief deaths caused by the Grim Reaper's so-called curse of death. To those unaware of the truth, dying and coming back to life must feel similar to a short bout of catatonia. This leaves me with a couple big questions. What are the conditions that trigger this so-called curse of death? And why are we resurrected after we die?
If nothing else, I think it shows that killing us wasn't her ultimate goal.
Right. This time only got complicated because of the situation with the theater's ley lines. That's why she had to approach it differently. If the previous incidents of amnesia among the researchers are anything to go by, killing us is usually a pretty routine... Come to think of it, wasn't I about to note something down before I died? I can't remember what it was, but... Sorry, Traveler. I'll catch up with you again later.
Do you remember something?
Sir, if I may, no one of your description has ever shown up in my investigations into Mr. Mitya's... Yet, you two seem very familiar. And, by the way, have we ever crossed paths?
I can explain everything. Could you help me gather everyone in the...
Everyone gathers on stage, but you do so in real world without everyone being devoured by a snowstorm. Due to the unique properties of the theater ley lines, it seems no one has completely forgotten their experiences in the afterlife. As you recount the tale of what happened, people slowly remember as if accessing memories from a distant dream. Everyone is lost in thought. Everyone confirms their own fate with each other until finally today's show draws to a close. That's crazy.
Shuganov really is going to shut down the factory. So, you said I promised to take you to the Armory Palace while we were in the afterlife, yes? I believe you. I think I even have a vague memory.
I want to go
of
back
it.
and check on
Agreed.
Paimon first.
Let's...
The 3 Deaths of Fate. Well, that was a great... We were just going to go see the opera and, you know, we ran into Renova out of nowhere. That's cool, I guess.
I'm finally back. I should keep my emotions.
Wait. The atmosphere here feels off. Shh.
What do you mean?
Stay.
Have we still not been able to notify Child yet? We need new orders. What if that person...
What happened?
I'm so sorry.
Tell me, what happened?
It was the Jester. He came here in person and escorted Miss Paimon away. He's the director of the Fatui. His authority supersedes
The Jester?
How long ago did he leave?
It was about an hour ago. Miss Paimon was fast asleep at the time. The Jester simply walked off.
Do you know where they went?
The Armory Palace, most likely. I'm surprised he came in person.
Then lead the way, Odette.
Okay?
Well, that's kind of awkward when your boss's boss comes in and supersedes your boss's orders.
It's just up ahead.
No, I'll go alone. You know I'm planning to force my way.
I was hardly planning on taking you through the official channels. I may be a Fatus, but Paimon's safety is paramount right now.
If you say...
Let's go. There's...
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it, Odette.
Hey, who are you? This part of the Armory Palace is under restricted access. What do you think you're doing?
No questions, please. We're short on time.
I guess we're barging in.
Prey spotted.
Wait, what the heck happened to Alosha then?
Make short work of you.
I'm sure he's fine.
Everlasting as the moon. Overruled.
What a joke! Take a break. Come on, keep up.
Mission.
Take a break.
One down.
Waltz of the snowflakes. I spell your doom. Where are you? How tiresome.
Tagari.
Brief respite.
Rip.
Witness the snow swan's grace.
Let's test my hypothesis. Frosty, are you good to go on?
Together. That's supposed to hurt.
Transfixed. This is where I'm from.
Let me hear you come. Let's have space. Your sins denounce you.
Shadow me.
Behold your majesty's teaching.
I still...
Do you have a pass? Where are you coming from? So, you're intruders, huh? Don't blame me for what happens next!
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. We're attacking their HQ in their home turf, so...
This is hidden this deep in? This place is much bigger than I imagined.
They're conducting top-secret research, after all. The deeper it's hidden, the better, is standard Fatui logic.
The style doesn't really look like the Fatui's handiwork, though.
They must have requisitioned some structures from a past civilization. It also...
Intruders! Stay alert!
Crystalline Adagio.
Laid bare.
Intruders? Don't.
Just what are you guys trying to do here?
I'm short.
Witness
Yeah, who'd be crazy enough to attack them?
overruled.
Oh, I guess us. I'm just gonna keep attacking you.
The jester's work.
Laid bare.
Time for the big one!
Well, check out the boss. That's good.
Time for the big one! Mission over.
Oh, they got shields.
Mission
Looks like no one's guarding this place.
There's something off about that decoration over there. Look out!
Let's deal with these before we move on.
Haha. Oh, great. There's two more.
The researchers here probably don't know that we're uninvited guests. Let's try not to hurt them.
What's the big star from the theater doing here?
That's Miss Odette. She's a member of the Fatui. Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Was the whole reason for Project Stuja to support the research here at the Armory Palace? Just what are the Fatui and the Tsaritsa planning?
Yeah. What the heck is that?
Whoa! Who are you? Never seen you around here before.
What is this?
Looks like there's no way through here.
Maybe using the power of this prism could help?
I knew it. I was like, well, can we do something with it?
I think I see some images.
It's the prism's power at play, causing images of the past to reappear, albeit only as illusions.
Paimon. And the jester. Is this another scene from the past?
Yes. It looks quite old, though. I don't think it happened in the recent past.
That's crazy.
What's going on here? What happened?
The source seems to be the Armory Palace. They must have started some large-scale experiment.
Wait, what if this has something to do with Paimon? We need to hurry!
We're almost there. The Armory Palace is just up ahead.
Paimon, please be okay.
Overruled. Everlasting as the moon.
Let's begin. Witness the snow swan's grace.
Go on, late bear.
Together, pot of dust. Waltz of the snowflakes.
What's going on? Wait, it's the curse of death. No, not now. Why is the curse of death striking again already? Odette.
The curse of death again?
Is this the app? I need to find a way back to reality.
Let's do this. Let's heal ourselves before we continue. Oh, okay.
Odette? No signs of life. Did Odette intentionally use her core Ignis to... Thank you, Odette. But I'm sorry. Sure enough, everyone here has been affected by the curse. Paimon! Paimon! No, wait. Paimon probably didn't escape Renova's curse either. She won't be able to respond to me right now. I'll have to find her myself. Nitya! Is this the laboratory he works in? What happened here to trigger the curse of death again so soon? I'll have to ask him when he wakes up. Finding Paimon has to take priority now.
Paimon, where are you?
Found her. Paimon really is here.
Oh. Her true form.
You don't learn, do you?
Renova.
You've already been involved in one mass death, and now you show up at the scene of another. This might have passed for a coincidence the first time, but a second time? Am I to assume you are intentionally interfering in Snezhnaya's affairs? Judging by your expression, it seems that you understand little of what is going on here. In that case, a word to the wise. Do not interfere in Snezhnaya's affairs. A civilization that fails to learn its lesson constantly depletes its own worth. It will one day lose any reason for its existence, and as a descender, you are perfectly suited to be the lifeline to which a dying civilization might desperately cling. Consider your position carefully.
No advice needed. I'll make my own judgments.
Suit yourself. When the day of reckoning arrives, not even a descender can hope to escape unscathed. The time for resurrection fast approaches. The mortals here are not yet worthy to behold my form. So that will be all for today.
Uh-oh.
That thing is coming with me.
Puro, dude! Dude!
You awoke sooner than I thought. The curse of immortality is stubborn, unable to enter the ley lines, yet not content to remain a spirit.
Ruler of death, what do you want?
You perplex me. Both you and you. That thing may be a creation of Celestia, but it possesses none of Celestia's power, let alone authority. Your obsession with it baffles me. No matter, the resurrection will soon begin. It's worthless anyway. I'll reclaim it next time.
Oh! We're using two elements at once!
Who says there'll be a next time?
Dude! Oh my gosh, what am I watching? Dude! stood my ground against Renova!
Huh?
Aww.
I missed you, Paimon.
What are you talking about? We haven't even been apart for that long.
It was... You seem to be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, Paimon's back in tip-top condition. The Jester and that guy talking to him used some kind of energy on Paimon. And she could kind of feel it canceling out that other thing that...
So, Mitya...
Apologies for leaving in such a hurry at the theater earlier. Rest assured that your companion is perfectly safe. We reversed the effects of the experimental energy.
I suppose this is our first official meeting, Traveler. I could not let Paimon suffer in her condition for a moment longer. And so I simply took
Well,
her
I heard
without
you gave me the
explanation.
scare. I beat up a few people on the way.
As I said when you first arrived in Snezhnaya, we once spent some time together in the distant past.
Oh yeah, you did mention that. And Paimon did think you seemed strangely familiar the first time we...
I'm afraid the reminiscing will have to wait. Mitya, let us continue with the report. What conclusions, if any, did you reach from conducting the final experiment of our energy research?
The good news is, my hypothesis regarding the Ruler of Death has been verified. As for the bad news, I recommend we suspend the experiments and Project Mistleton until further notice. Currently, we have no means with which to make a breakthrough.
I will trust your judgment. We shall put the project on hold until the Ruler of Death has been eliminated.
Wait, what are you guys talking about? You want to get rid of Renova?
Killing Death, exactly,
By
Paimon.
whatever means necessary, so long as it removes the threat she poses to us. Until then, everything we do will be in vain. After what just happened, I've ascertained Renova's goal. Or rather, the trigger condition for the Curse of Death.
Okay, let's...
What she's doing is blocking Snezhnaya's technological progress, preventing us from possessing any means with which to threaten the heavenly principles.
Just like the little lapdog she is.
So, any ideas, research, or experiments that lead to technological progress can trigger the curse. Just now, for instance, I was set to launch a final phase energy experiment ahead of schedule. If the experiment was successful, we could have achieved a crucial breakthrough. As expected, though, the moment the experiment began, all the researchers, technicians, and witnesses died from the curse. All that effort, not to mention the energy and materials we relied on Project Snezhnaya to gather for us, went to waste. In the end, nothing was gained.
Does that mean something similar happened when we were at the theater?
That's right. During the performance, I thought of an important breakthrough regarding the experiment, so the nature of the curse seems to be something like... When moments of technological progress occur, all life in the vicinity is taken away. Of course, that meant the curse was normally limited to the Armory Palace. Since outsiders are forbidden from entering, this mass death phenomenon went until Odette came along. I believe she was the first witness. The Curse of Death was triggered just before she
But you mentioned something about a final stage experiment.
That's right. Even with the gods locking certain key components out of reach, humanity can still advance. But, as I'm sure Renova anticipated, even incremental progress has its limits. A point where the truth you're seeking must...
You mean, the experiment you...
Yes, we were at a critical juncture, a moment where the quantitative was about to translate into fundamental qualitative change. With this single experiment, we could have brought everything we've worked for. But now, after already being forced to fumble around in the dark all this time, as long as Renova's Curse of Death persists, we won't be able to advance.
And with Project Snezhnaya having been in effect all this time, at our nation's current strength, repeated trial only by eliminating Renova first.
She's the ruler of death! She can just kill whoever she wants, right? That's gotta be the scariest...
We'll see. But one thing's for sure. She definitely can't just do whatever she wants. The best proof of that is me.
Here's
Wouldn't it be easier to just kill all of us researchers for good? Why resurrect us over and over again?
Because the death
Why let us
is not a
advance our
true
technology to
death.
this
She
point?
can't literally kill someone.
You're saying
Yeah.
even the ruler of death has limitations we don't.
Exactly. And I think that's where the key to our break.
Regardless, the ruler of death has always been an obstacle we must overcome. Indeed, we must face life, death, time, and space. Our goal is the heavenly principles.
The Fatui.
For a long time, I've had a vague suspicion, but hearing the Jester admit it is still a shock.
Yeah.
No wonder the Tsaritsa's goal has always been kept as... What kind of road will that lead Snezhnaya?
In that case... Lord Jester, I would like to request some leave. I'd like some time to organize my...
Granted. Get some rest.
So it's just
Put the
confirmed
experiment
now.
out of your mind. And take care that the curse of death doesn't affect any civilians.
Aether knows that they're after the heavenly principles. Which makes it interesting, because... Are we against the heavenly principles? Like, could we find ourselves aligned with them?
While there is yet time, allow me to offer you my
About
I
project.
remember hearing the term Mistleton from Column B.
Yeah, Paimon wanted to ask about that when the name came up.
As you know, Project Stuja is a series of measures enacted to consolidate our nation's resources, the greater purpose of which is to serve Project Mistleton. Many of the things you have encountered thus far are essentially for the advancement of that project. This includes the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau in Notdry. Researching Kuvaki was merely a facade. Its core objective was to use local resources and research findings to build Mistleton.
And that's a weapon built for the final battle against...
Huh? How did you...
I was given some intel, and I made some deductions.
Wait. You must mean that thing over there.
Kuvaki alone will not break through Celestia's defenses, let alone challenge the heavenly principles. The heavenly principles are no doubt accustomed to combating the power of the light realm, and elemental energy is simply the power of the human realm, converted to that form by the heavenly principles themselves. Any attempt to use this power... For now, therefore, we have set our sights on the form of energy associated with the third descender and the stellar linchpins. This may hold the potential to allow Mistleton to You could say that by reverse engineering the stellar linchpins to extract the energy within, we have obtained a source of anti-Celestia energy.
So this is the energy research that Mitya is in charge of.
Experimental Design Bureau. And it looks like your plan is up.
About the
Her
Tsaritsa.
Majesty the Tsaritsa has embarked upon an expedition to vanquish a monster.
Seems like the powers that be in Snezhnaya don't intend to hold my past conflicts with the Fatui.
The Harbingers have been granted significant autonomy in retrieving the Gnosis. But by the same token, they do not completely
Oh, so they have freedom to do whatever they want, but kind of like, yeah.
You read my mind.
Speaking of the Gnosis, Paimon's been dying to ask this question since forever. What exactly does the Tsaritsa want to collect them? Is it something to do with the fight against the heavenly principles?
The Gnosis will undoubtedly serve as a key bargaining chip when she confronts the heavenly principles. Beyond that,
What do you mean? Not sure.
Taking on the heavenly principles is something most people wouldn't even entertain in their...
into that today, civilization is nothing but an illusion. Something whose very existence can be negated at any moment. Our civilization may very well be destroyed in the struggle, but as things stand, the heavenly principles could choose to negate our existence on a passing whim. And we must not sit back and accept that fate. Only by changing the state of affairs, only by overthrowing the heavenly principles, can our civilization truly be said to have taken root. Otherwise, the fate of the people of Conria and Hyperborea is a cycle doomed to repeat itself.
Accepting potential destruction.
Furthermore, Perhaps this is still somewhat difficult for you to understand. Are you aware that all the rules of this world are made up of curses?
Huh? All of them?
Then the birth of the Hilichurls, the rules of Natlan's Ode of Resurrection.
Oh.
Those are curses too? Farina's long life seems to stem...
Yes. Even a god's love for humanity is a curse the heaven...
What?
The Tsaritsa has always had ample reason to hate. If she can seize their authority, she will reconstruct the entire... Look forward to it. It will be... Though the ordinary people of Snezhnaya may not understand these details, in this frigid land locked in a ceaseless struggle against the environment, in this nation to which we all believe that standing in solidarity with the Tsaritsa in our shared struggle...
What about your relationship with Paimon?
Paimon really doesn't remember...
Allow me to explain. The reason Paimon reacted to the anti-Celestia is because she comes from Celestia herself. More specifically, she
One of
is
Celestia's creations.
Paimon?
Oh, right. I was blinded by anger earlier, but thinking back on it, Renova also said that Paimon is a creation of Celestia. But she lacks Celestia's power or authority.
As you know, the lunar fragments in Nodcry were pulled down from the sky using Fatui technology. But the first application of this technology was in Conria, over 500 years ago. I used this technology upon the heavens, and the response I received was none other than Paimon,
descending from Celestia.
I presented her to the Vinster King, but he took no interest in this gift, nor did it satisfy him. Paimon then took up temporary residence in my palace until, of course, the arrival of the cataclysm.
Wait, Paimon's a little confused. You're talking about things that happened in Conria 500 years ago. You're saying...
Paimon's over 500 years old? At least?
Having lived through the cataclysm, perhaps you too were burdened with some manner of curse. Although, losing your memories would indeed be the smallest.
But it's not just her memories from Conria. Paimon doesn't even know how she spent the last 5... What was Paimon like back in Conria?
Unfortunately, when you arrived in Conria, your consciousness was like that. During the time you lived in Conria, your personality was no different.
No surprise that Vincer King wasn't exactly taken by your charm.
Paimon's plan to get her memories back and become super smart and, you know, even though Paimon lost her memories, she still feels weirdly close to you.
On the contrary, I completely ignored your existence. I was entirely focused on my struggle against Rawdogging the Wise, but now, as I see it, it is as if you are the only sane thing that survived that...
Noted, but, Traveler? Even though you know Paimon's some creation of
You're still
Celestia,
Paimon to me.
Phew!
And let's talk about what's
Thank
next.
you for telling me so much.
Given the circumstances,
Allies?
to advance Project Mistleton, we must first resolve our issue with the Ruler of Death.
That's right. Ever since she said she intends to reclaim Paimon when we next meet, I figured reconciliation was out of the...
Against an opponent of this caliber, deliberating over our allegiances would waste time we do not have. We must join forces unreservedly with whomever we can.
You're going to challenge the ruler of death?
No buts. Paimon's like, thank you, you're fighting the ruler of death for me. Of course.
The Fatui shall hold internal discussions regarding the enemy.
Got it. Thanks for your help with Paimon.
There was just one other thing. Well, it's just a request, really. Paimon really wants to see what this Mistleton thingy you're gonna... Of course, Paimon knows it's...
Certainly you may.
Oh, for real?
While the technology is not yet fully developed, it has nevertheless...
Oh. Wow.
Whoa.
Paimon?
Long story short,
That's right. When I woke up, I wanted to go in after you. So I returned the way.
It was thanks to you that my
Huh. That actually worked? Really, you should be anyway. And now that things...
Ah, Director Chuganoth, you're back. We just received notice that Project Stuja, this is the preliminary plan. In addition to expanding production capacity, our calculations indicate that the factory's profits will...
That won't be necessary. Leave the energy for those who need it. Whether they use it just to start preparing to halt production and lay off the staff. Make sure the workers are able to land on their feet and that they are duly compensated.
Dang.
Thank you all
Ebenezer
for your
Scrooge
hard
over
work
here.
during this time.
Am I hearing you right?
I just... Iskra.
Dear esteemed members of the Rokot, given the effects of Lelek's radical actions upon our organization's reputation and social stability, considering that Lelek did what they did for the benefit of the people, the Rokot has nevertheless negotiated with the authorities. Old Lelek will be suspended for a period. The purpose of this notice is to remind everyone once again that even with Project Stuja's suspension, we act only for the...
We act only for the greater...
You mean...
Just thinking out loud, I've never seen the Snezhnaya vet.
I never once thought I'd come here. But I understand everything now, Rosaline.
I've seen Spirit Seeker performed many times, including by your mother.
Why do you bring that up all of a sudden?
Even though the choreography is always identical, every dance...
So you actually want to talk to me about ballet?
I just think it would be a pity if the dance was lost to history. She didn't teach it to you, did she?
That was an unusually subtle taunt for you.
We embraced one another on the snow-swept plains, melting the ruthlessness of time. But when our bodies, in pieces, are cast to the winds, what of our love will remain behind?
Don't tell me you can't sing.
Shush. I understand her hatred. The Fatui robbed her of the life she should have had. I never opposed her dancing. Yet still I became an enemy of her ballet. I'll just keep my distance. Many despise me. I'm used to it.
You're certainly not one to shy away from confrontation.
Wow.
But children, they need a different approach.
I'm hardly the most maternal figure.
Yet, she is a child. In my experience, while a father commands authority, he must still yield to love. You should tell her.
The
what you
best
think
parent
about her
Latino.
dancing. Odette will soon take the stage at the Korolyevsky Theater. This could be your chance.
Geonosis secured. It went smoothly. I'll be there. Have them send me an invitation.
Sadly, things didn't work out. Her final words are inside that block of ice.
This? Aren't these for monitoring her subordinates?
Not yours. This one isn't her witch's flame, but my two worlds' flames. The two worlds' flames can burn away memories. It was my parting gift to Rosaline.
If all goes to plan, she and I will both live to see that Tsaritsa succeed.
Okay.
I believe she'll find peace. But if anything happens to me, she needn't follow in my footsteps. The cryo-energy will fade away in time. Then the two worlds' flames will burn away all memories of the Fatui. She'll be free to dance. She deserves this.
I will handle the aftermath. The choice is yours, child.
Fresh air at last! Oh, it's nice to find, like, who cares if Paimon's a creation of Celestial? She's probably not anyone that important.
Probably not that important.
The fairy of food, and like you said, this doesn't have to change anything between us. You're not gonna just...
You've spent the last few days lying in bed and stuffing your face.
Says who? Paimon originally wanted to... Wait! They've got light novels from Yai Publishing House here, too! The local Snezhnaya books look pretty interesting.
I thought you were in the mood for...
Paimon can read while she flies! Hey! Look at these two dolls! Which do you like better?
Ooh, I like the Odette one.
Oh, I thought we were only getting...
There you are.
Paimon will grab them.
Huh? Russian dolls.
How many layers does this thing have? A whole bunch of people are gathered over by the plaza. Hey, look! That looks like Tartaglia.
I know that voice. Of course.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah. About that. That was kind of embarrassing. Who couldn't... Oh, right. Let me introduce you. This is my little sister,
The real Tonya.
Hello, Tonya.
Hello. Firstly, I'm really sorry about my brother. Sounds like he's caused you no end of trouble.
Hey now, why'd you have to start with that? Not that it isn't true.
So she's the real Tonya.
She said you two didn't manage to meet up at the theater. She waited ages for me, and when I didn't show, she got a little worried and went outside.
You didn't even tell Tonya I'd be going in your place.
I know, right? He didn't bother to say a word to me. I searched up and down the city for him.
I've been rushed off my feet lately, so I didn't get the...
Well, the snow was bad, and you're never late. So I was really worried.
I'm sorry, Tonya. I really am.
Although the mix-up led to a series of misunderstandings. Besides, it's obvious that Tartaglia isn't usually one to break a promise. He only gave his ticket to me because he had to look into Lelik.
It's really my fault for being late.
It's fine. It just meant I didn't get to see the show in the end. By the way, what?
The best...
Huh?
The best is yet to come. Wait, does that mean she's back? Oh! Back from the expedition. What a way to end it. Renova at the start. Okay, that's pretty. Special selection. Wait. Wait. Huh? What? Hold up. Everwinter without mercy. We can get started with Act 3, right? We can get started with Act 3. Is that it? Is that all we get? We finally get the Sarita reveal and that's it? Are you kidding me? Oh, I want more though. Oh, that's crazy. That was so good. And then you're telling me it's over? Okay, fine. I won't give them too much grief though, guys. We should not give them too much grief because of how much they put into the world building here. Here. And that's it. Let's see Odette. Or how much can we get? 33? Oh, we didn't even run into Arlecchino yet. Alright, guys. I have a plan on what we're gonna do. I'll stream for another, like, 10 minutes. But I thought there were gonna be 3 acts. That's why I wanted to start early today. So we could just get it over with. And not have to be, like, delayed. Because I wanted to go in as spoiler-free as possible. And I think I did a good job. There's a thing up there. Oh, we could put messages too. Okay. All right, let's see how big this is. Fresh recruits. Oh, we backtrack. Too cute for words. We're just gonna skip ahead. I want to get back to what I was planning on doing. We just... okay. So we got like a lot of lore too. This is okay. Since we're only 2 acts in, I can't say how I feel. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm just so glad we didn't get spoiled on anything. That was like also my main thing with the Archon quest. Is I don't want spoilers.
Take a break, pick up the pace.
Yeah, but I want to go here, Paimon. Whoa, okay. Scenario over here. We will also be grinding the rest on stream as we explore Snezhnaya. I just want everyone to know that. Okay, so we got that one. I think we have one more major or 2 more major waypoints that we have to get to. Okay. Let's start with this one here. Actually, we can teleport. Wait, what? Huh? I'm so confused.
Come on, keep up. Pick up the pace.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I better not miss that.
How tiresome.
Well, now that the Seyorias is back, that means she vanquished the beast, right? Is that what's happening? Also, could explain why the snowstorms have stopped.
Pick up the pace.
Yeah, people have already probably like completely finished all of this, by the way, like the world exploration and stuff. Whoa.
No way. It's true, I swear. You're sure? Yes? I heard it.
There's another ghost. No, I got locked. Got locked in another quest.
What was that?
Huh?
Who's there? Traveler?
Oh.
Yes? What were you expecting? A goat I have. Here. This is the true form of said.
An ornament?
It's a music box. It used to play beautiful. It sounds It'll take some time to fix. Yes, this area belongs. It's fine, but I must say, you're always eager to help. I appreciate the offer. But if you could help me collect some... Also, think of it as a... that said, it scares people.
So we gotta fix the music box. Is that what the thing is? Teleport waypoint. Cryo sigils. Oh, okay. So that would be the checkpoint for that. Cool.
How tiresome.
We're gonna follow this. Oh gosh, that's pretty far.
No, damselettes.
We'll just follow the railway. Right? The railway is probably the best place. Best way to make it up there. Let's make it to the second set of tracks. Come on. Come on. Haha.
Come on, keep up. Pick up the pace. How tiresome. Pick up the pace.
What's the... Nope, someone left. Beware of the obstacles.
Come on, keep up. Pick up the pace. Take a break. Pick up the pace.
I like food.
Come on, keep up. Yeah. How tiresome.
There's a pathway up here.
Try me.
Uh-oh.
Take a break. Pick up the pace.
What? I activated it. There we go.
How tiresome. Take a break.
Numbers of trees here. Go, go, go. Get out of here.
Come on, keep up. Pick up the pace. How tiresome.
Pilgrimage to the sacred ground. You are my courage.
Come on, keep up.
I see a light. Thank you, whoever left that.
How tiresome. Pick up the pace. Take a break. Come on, keep up. Pick up the pace. Try me. Take a break.
Wait, is this the palace? The Pale Crown Palace is before us. It's the private palace, the SARS. Oh, you were created here? Oh, there's mechanisms to get inside.
Come on, keep up. Pick up the pace.
The last one. Whoa. There you have it, guys. This is all of Snezhnaya as of 7.1. Already it's much bigger than all... Yeah, I think it's much bigger than all of Nod Cry, which is insane. Look at this. And it's so far north. Look how far it goes. And that means look how big Genshin could get. Map-wise. It's pretty crazy. Continental Explorer. Yep, that's us. In case. Which, I mean, if you look now, something to notice too, there's 2 more. There's 2 more that they have to add to this game. That shows how big Snezhnaya is gonna be. Because we pretty much unlocked everything. Which is crazy. Yeah, but we'll do more world exploration later. First, I wanna... Okay. Yeah, gotta get our dailies claimed and such. Go to train. Are our rewards up here? Pale Crown Palace? Oh, we have to unlock it, I see. That's why we activated teleport for that. So at least get that out of the way. Who do I want to level up? Alosha? Is Alosha good though, guys? I mean, Alosha was pretty chill, but I kind of want to save up my resources. So we're going to go back to Leeway. We're just going to grind for Chi-Chi here. Get you leveled up. Oh my gosh, look at how much more I gained just from everything in Snezhnaya, which is crazy. Okay, yeah, we'll make quick use of it. Let's do Skirk.
Need something taken care of? What exactly is teamwork?
Shenhe.
I hear you've got a job for me.
Chi-Chi.
What's happening?
By ordinance divine, transfiguration.
Orders given. Orders received.
Fearless. Paradise.
And that was really fast. Okay, I got 6.
Cryo incarnate. My will embodied. Shiver. You can't run.
Opening box of Adepti-Trix.
Fearless.
It's over.
Transfiguration.
Hardship punishment!
Life goes on.
We got to 8. Come on, give me something good.
Sacred name, fortune preserver, go.
Judgment! By ordinance divine! Annihilate! Mine to wield.
Opening box of Adepti-Trix.
My will and transfiguration.
Come on, give me some gold ones. Oh, seriously? Got 12. Okay. Fine, I guess. That's fine. Where are we right now? You know what? Since we're on stream and to celebrate us finishing and catching up to Act 1 of Snezhnaya, I think it's only right we end very strong. Let's roll. But first, I gotta do one thing. I need to go here. I need to go check on my Adeptal energy progress. And then we'll pull, okay, guys?
This realm is...
It has almost completely filled up. Nice. I got Shinobu to 10. Fantastic. 30 days. I think this is a much more valuable resource. So yeah. Let's do that for now.
If you ever have...
For Shinobu. Yes, you can rest now, Shinobu, and I got a couple new friends, like Alosha. Here, there you go, Alosha. There we go. That's been captured. We got progress. Cool, cool. And of course, since Shinobu's completely maxed out, I'll take that. All right, we gotta claim our rewards. Why did I forget about that? Or actually, how much do we have? 7, okay.
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
I guess that is it. We only get 2 acts this time. Okay. Oh, we have 7. 7 with the amount. We have 33. That's 40. So we have 4 full pulls. So yeah, let's wait and save this up for later. As much as I do like playing Odette, Odette's really fun. Yeah, let's pull. Should we pull, guys? I think we should pull. We have 47 here. We can do 4 full pulls. And that's the way we can end it. Ready? Okay, I'm hoping for maybe Chi-Chi again. Maybe. Come on. Give me something good. Chevris again. Wait, can we get Chevris again so I can get her to level 100? Maybe. So it's just the 5. Darn. Because I'm pretty sure I maxed her out already, so... Yeah. Unfortunately. Alright, let's roll this again. Come on, give us something good. Sacrificial sword. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that.
I'm glad you gave me a chance.
Keve! I haven't had him before, so that's good. Alright, let's roll again. Not bad for these pulls. Come on, give us something good. The bell, okay. Awesome, awesome. And we have one more pull, okay? Fingers crossed, guys. One more pull. Give us something good. Maybe a new character.
Hey there.
Oh, nice! Oh, we got Sethos again. Okay, that's not bad, not bad. Got a couple new characters. I know he's really good when it comes to dealing out lunar. What is it called? It's a Nightingale signs, moon signs damage, right? Lunar crystallize, yeah, lunar damage. Nice. So we got our boy here, and then let's see who else we got. You to C4. And then Cave's, I think Cave's, from what I've been told, he's actually a pretty decent for Dendro application. Just kidding, never mind. He's not that great, but I have him in my roster, so I guess that's kind of cool in its own right. Snezhnaya, cool. And then change name card, of course. I have now Shinobu's, so that's good. And then my avatar, I got a couple of new characters. So, joining our Nod Cry cast here. Cool. Yeah, because if I get you to C6, which is the goal, I can resurrect fallen party members. And I think that's OP in its own right. So that's the goal. That's the goal here.
Faster? Okay, faster.
Domains. New echoes. Okay. All right. And with that, friends, we are going to be ending today's stream. Thank you, everyone, for joining today. We just finished Act 2 of Snezhnaya. I thought for sure there was 3, but there's only 2. Not complaining because everything they showed us was straight peak. Got a murder mystery that revealed to be Renova in disguise. We thought it was Renova. Then I was like, okay, it's not Renova. But then it actually turned out to be Renova in charge of all that. Renova's after Paimon. We teamed up with Piero to help fight her off. That was really cool. And then we got the Seyorias showing up. And they decided to end on that cliffhanger. It's an illegal cliffhanger. They should be thrown in jail for doing that. How dare they? But overall, Snezhnaya has been shaping up to be, I think, is it coming for Fontaine? Is Snezhnaya coming for Fontaine for best nation in all of Genshin Impact? Are we seeing the winds of change approach us? Potentially. I've been liking everything so far. We haven't even gone to the world exploration yet. And I am just so excited to see what else is in store for Snezhnaya. Not even just the world exploration aspects of Snezhnaya, but everything else. Like, just the fact that we're getting back to sort of what I love the most about Genshin Impact, which is we're focusing on things that are very interesting, like the main story, like anything with the heavenly principles, anything with the Seyorias, like everything that we've been building up since Mondstadt is now coming to a head now. And we've just been fed these fan theories and breadcrumbs throughout the story. We're getting Renova. We're fighting Renova. That's pretty sick. And I like how it's complex. That's what's really cool. So, but thanks for watching. Hey, Lily, thanks for stopping by too. I appreciate it. But yeah, we'll be streaming more Genshin Impact in the future. I mean, we have a whole nation to explore. And on top of that, I looked up the release date for Act 3. We're not getting that probably anytime soon. It's gonna be a minute. So, I mean, rightfully so. They are cooking. Take all the time you need in the world right now, Genshin. You have been cooking so hard with all of these characters. There's not a single one I don't like. The designs are amazing. Your story's fantastic. And the music. Oh, back at it again. I think it's coming for Fontaine as the best nation by far. And I'm excited to see how they resolve this. Because you're straight up challenging the heavenly principles. Where do you go from here? That's what I want to know. But thanks for stopping, everyone. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. And I'll catch you guys when I stream next. And we'll be exploring more of the story quests. And hopefully we can 100% Snezhnaya before Act 3 drops. So, but yeah, just wanted to share my thoughts and just amazing work, Koyo. Everyone behind this production, 10 out of 10. Cannot give this enough praise. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll